maybe we start with that. What is network modernization? Maybe, Atif, you can give us your take, and then we can all chime in. When you say network modernization, today's day and age, what does that mean to you?
That's a good question, Sayed. Good question. It's a question to start with. So, network modernization may mean different things to different people. But from a network perspective, what we are seeing is that networking is changing. It's not just about connecting point A to point B anymore. And the way it used to be many years ago, it started, most of the traffic used to be north south. Enterprises used to have like a couple of data centers. They used to have like these branches or campuses which used to connect to those data centers. All applications used to reside in the data centers. So you had like a network which was inside the data center, which was data center networking. And then you had the network which connected all of these data centers and all of these branches and all of these users together. Today, that's not the case anymore. So you don't have just a couple of data centers. You have applications residing in data centers. You have applications residing in public clouds. You have your users all across the globe. They are not just sitting in the branches. They are not just coming in from the branches. So it's not just about connecting these branches back to the data centers. The old way of doing networking was deploy hardware and configure that hardware, bring up those networks, buy those circuits to connect those hardwares or routers and switches and stuff, whatnot together. In this day and age, what people are looking at is agility. They want this to happen or come up in a very agile and in a very fast way. When I say fast, nobody wants to, or going forward, wants to wait for networks to come up or get deployed in like months or many months. People want these networks to be up and running within hours or within, at the most, like depending on what you're doing, within a few days at the most. So how do you do that? So you have to have like agile infrastructure which allows you to do that. So that's what we are seeing with a lot of these enterprises, that they're done with deploying hardware. They're done with like managing the infrastructure on their own. They're done with deploying, tons and tons of even the virtual gateways or the software appliances across the globe, and configuring them and upgrading them and managing them. So as you know, what we are doing at Alkira is providing this network infrastructure as a service, which allows people to deploy this networking infrastructure on demand all across the globe wherever they need to deploy, and bring this infrastructure up in minutes to hours instead of like days to months to many months.